Hello everyone, and thanks for joining me. I'm going to be showing you today the first look at my LIV Pochette from Louis Vuitton. This item was pre-ordered about 4.5 weeks ago, so I've been waiting quite a long time for it to arrive. And it's the LIV Pochette in the Empreinte leather, the Empreinte Cognac. So let's go ahead and take a look. I pulled out a lot of my other LV items that are similar in size and function, so we can get an idea of sizing and what it might look like with some stuff inside. So let's take a look at this item. Okay, so I had no idea that this has already been out in the canvas version. I just happened to be shopping on the Louis Vuitton website and saw it. So I guess it's already been shown and reviewed in the canvas, but this is the number for the Empreinte Cognac M11916. And it was, of course, packaged beautifully. I couldn't wait, so I just unwrapped everything. So it comes with two strap options. It comes with the leather strap option right here. And despite what it says on their website, it actually says it goes down to 21.3. It does not. It cannot do a proper crossbody. It does a super high crossbody, which I will try and model it for you so you get an idea. But it doesn't do a long crossbody, and certainly nowhere near 21.3. That I don't know why that's on the website. It's really, really wrong. And then this is it right here. I don't know if this is the same Cognac that came out before. I'm underwhelmed by the color, to be honest with you. I wish in retrospect that I had got it in the black. This really isn't doing anything for me. I don't know if it's the same one that was released last year or the year prior. I don't remember now. It's a nice color, but it's not, for me anyway, a wow factor kind of color. It's just a brown. It looks, I don't know, when I think of Cognac, I think of like whiskey, a dark brown whiskey kind of color. And this one is more like a caramel candy. Yeah, so I'm not super wowed by the color. I wish I had got it in black, but it's not ugly by any means. It's a nice color. So that's how it looks. It's got a nice curve to it, you know, around the bottom. It's not like a boxy shape. It's got a nice curve to it. Same thing up at the top. The zippers have like a little bit of a half moon going on, a little dip to them. If you can see that, the zippers have a bit of a dip. So you have the two zip pockets, and then you do have like a little secret hidden compartment right there on the inside. And then when you go inside, they've put the other strap right here. So it's a chain strap, a shoulder chain strap, and it says it's about an 11-inch drop, and that seems about accurate because when I put it on, it came down quite a nice length on the shoulder. And then again, information on what it is. And it's a textile lining. It's not microfiber. It's textile, and mine happens to be made in France. I don't know if they all are, but this one has the made in France on the back there. And then the other pocket right here, also textile lined in matching brown. And that's it. It's a pretty basic, you know, small bag. But what I thought I would do is kind of show you some of the other bags in the size category and see how it matches up against those. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I went ahead and raised the camera angle. I'm going to show it to you first up against the Pochette Accessories. This is the old model, not the new one, but probably a lot of people still have the old model. There they are kind of side by side. And I'll put it this way. The Pochette Accessories is definitely taller. You can see it extends up a little bit higher. And then underneath, obviously one compartment versus two. And then to the side right here. Still a little bit more in height. And then in the top area right here, you have the one zip versus the two. The zippers are about the same in its length. The pochette extends a little bit farther out. But what I'll do is put a few items in here and see if they will go into here. But pretty comparable. The other one I have that it's comparable to is the Eva. Let me drag it over here. I still have the original Eva right here. And it's got the long strap attached. So let's go ahead and size them together. I don't know if they were trying to remake the Eva or just create something completely different. But there it is against the Eva, and the Eva strap or the Eva zipper does extend out a little bit longer. Okay, guys, go together there. There we go. So these two are actually almost identical in the length. And then underneath, well, it looks like, well, it's hard to tell, but they look really, really close. I see a little bit more of an extension there now that I look at it that way. And there to the side. And I'll do the same thing. I'll put a few items in there and see how it compares. So there's the Eva. And then it reminded me a little bit of one other bag I have, which is the Twice or the twin set, which is now discontinued. Obviously this one is significantly larger, but it has a very similar kind of setup, I guess, where you have like a zip in the back, pocket in the front, and then a hidden compartment here. So it's not as though this is like a unique thing where, you know, it's a different type of thing they've done where they've put a hidden pocket. They've been doing that for a long time. So hidden pocket in the twin set, these are super comparable in the sense that they have the same kind of setup, but this one downsizes from this one a little bit. And I knew that I would like the LIV Pochette because, of course, I own the Twice. And the Twice also reminds me of my Fossil, which I've had for years and years and years, which, again, similar. It's got 2 zips and a hidden compartment. So, you know, if you kind of like that kind of look to a bag where it has that inner compartment and the 2 zips, then probably you'd like this one. And then, again, the 2 straps that come with it. And I'll kind of model it for you. Let's go ahead and try some stuff in it and see if those items will go into the Pochette accessories and the Eva and get an idea of sizing. Okay, I stuffed it with a whole bunch of stuff, so let's take a look at what I put in there and see what kind of items I was able to fit. I couldn't get anything in this inner pocket here. By the time I put stuff in the first 2 compartments, this was kind of jammed, so you can't really fit anything in there, maybe like a credit card or something super thin. And I did want to mention that at one time I did own the double pochette, the double zip pochette. This one I think is a little bit better because of the curve. The other one is super, super boxy and super flat. And when I put my items in there, the zippers on the top would always distort. And even though it had like a center compartment, whenever you put items in there, it would like super bulk up. And I don't know, it's just, that's not one of my favorite looks, that bag. This one I think improves on it quite a lot. It might not hold the same amount, but I feel like it would hold more bulky items better. And the other one holds like super, super flat items. So if you're thinking about that other one, maybe go to the store if you can, or look very closely at videos that compare them, because just my personal opinion, I don't think the other one is that great. I think this one's superior. So I stuffed it with a whole bunch of stuff that I would likely carry or want to carry with me. I put a O case in there, so it's a Chanel O case. And my friend's phone, which is significantly bulkier than mine, I wanted to use the biggest phone I could get access to, and the phone easily drops in there. Her phone is much bigger than mine, and you have quite a lot of space on the side right there. So a bulky, larger phone would fit. It doesn't take up that much room. You still have space around it. And then I put a pair of sunglasses in a soft case. A pair of sunglasses did fit in a soft case. My key fob with a key and whatnot. And then I put a key clay in there as well. So that's what I got in there. This is just for your sizing reference. This is really, really packed right now with a whole bunch of stuff. This is a mini pochette, obviously, just to give you an idea of size. We'll see if it'll fit in there. Let's see. So it kind of makes it in, but you're going to likely not be able to zip it. Yeah. So it makes it in there, but you can't zip it up. So just so you have an idea of sizing. And then people ask for strange things all the time, whether or not they'll fit, like umbrellas and that sort of thing. I don't think you're going to be able to get large items like this in there, but just so you have an idea of size. Yeah. It's not going to hold stuff like that. So keep in mind, it's a mini bag, a small bag. Let's go ahead. I'll repack that stuff just so you can see how it went in. And you can kind of see already, do you see the zippers kind of distorting? That's kind of like what I was talking about with the double zip pochette, that it did that as well. When you start putting items in, these zippers on these pochettes distort quite a lot. So here's the phone. It went in. I'm putting it in the back compartment now. And the O case. And the key clay. Let's put that back with the phone. my keys, or key fob, and a pair of sunglasses, which I got in there the first time. Let's see if I can do it again. In the back compartment there. And then that does not leave me any room in the middle compartment, but it does zip up. And then if I took some stuff out, let's say I didn't have to carry the sunglasses. Let's see the phone, whether or not the phone would go in the center. It barely makes it in there. It's super, 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 super tight. But if you had a smaller phone, it likely would. And then the O case, same thing. It's not a good fit for the center. So the things going in that center compartment, maybe credit card, maybe receipts, that sort of thing, quick access to stuff like that. So let's go ahead and try some of those items in, actually I'll pull them all out and we can try those items in a Pochette Accessories and see if it would hold all the same stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and transfer everything into the Pochette Accessories old model. So let's start with my phone or my friend's phone, which is bigger. And then a phone obviously goes in really easy. Key clay, car key, key fob, Chanel O case. That's how it's looking so far. And a pair of sunglasses on the top. So my opinion, it goes much easier into this particular bag, a single compartment bag. And then the fact that this one has softened throughout the years makes it much more malleable and easier to get stuff in. So yeah, personal opinion is that it went far better into this bag than this one. Just the stuff went in super easy, as you can see. And you can see your items at a glance, which is, a little bit better. You can see them quickly. And you can probably fit a little bit more in here that you wouldn't be able to in the LIV. Like you can fit like maybe a lotion or something down in there. So this one I think feels more spacious. Could be wrong, but that's how it feels. So let's go ahead and put all of this stuff into the Eva and see if it would all fit into the Eva. Okay, so here's the Eva pochette. Let's do the same things. I put them back in here. Let's transfer them over. So the Chanel O case, the key clay, my key fob right here, pair of sunglasses, and my phone. I'll do the phone first. So there's all the stuff in the Eva, like that. Let's see if I can zip that one up. Yes. So everything that I was able to fit in here, I can fit in the Eva. I would say that the Pochette Accessories still felt a little better putting the items in. This one kind of distorts a little bit and makes it like feel a little tight. I didn't feel that way with the Pochette Accessories. So these two are pretty comparable, I would say. And the Pochette Accessories of the three so far would probably be the most spacious, but I guess it depends really on what you carry. So if there's something else you want to ask about it or something else that you want me to try in it, let me know. I'll model it for you just so you get an idea. I'll put the strap just at the longest point. You can obviously adjust it to shoulder carry. It has like these weird little buttons right here that can be undone and adjusted. You undo the little snap there and start playing with it, but you can't get it long. You can only get it short. So you can get it to a short, what do you call it? A short shoulder strap, but the longest crossbody you can get is right here. This is not a long crossbody. This is not 21 inches. In fact, where's my measuring thing? Do I have one? Yeah. Let's just see what the actual length is of this strap. So from the point, from the little latch to the top is about close to 18, 17 and a half or 18. And then when you extend it the full length, maybe they're talking about the full length, I have no idea. No, the full length of the strap from end to end is about 38 and a half. So yeah, very, very short strap. But this is like how you maneuver it through these little loops right here. And then you adjust it to the size you want by pulling on the ends and like putting them through. And then you can get it into like a shoulder strap position like that. And it's pretty much similar at that point to the chain. So you can kind of see they become a similar length. So I will model it for you. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. Once again, it's the LIV Pochette from Louis Vuitton.